Greetings, friends, and welcome to Enigma Night Gaming. My name is Liara, and I will be your guide in today's adventure. Today, we are playing Riven, the sequel to Myst, and in today's episode, we must return to Gehn's workshop. We were directed there. We need to rescue Catherine, and apparently, the key to doing so is located in his workshop. So, we're going to go ahead and check it out. So, without further ado, let's hop into the game. Alright, so here is Gehn's workshop. So, supposedly, the key to rescuing Catherine lies in here. Now, I do remember seeing something in his journals. So, let's look through here. I won't reread everything, but maybe we can quickly scan through and see if something makes sense. Like, what is this? These are the knives found on the south side of the village. Due to the rebels' continued disturbances, I've decided to install a coded access system into all of the domes. Okay. So, this is going to be the code we're looking for, right? Let's look at these codes. So we have the DI with the line through it. We have the line with the little hill. We have what looks like 14 with a line over the top. One that looks like 1-4 with a line and then another line. And then D4, right? Okay, so do any of these numbers make sense? DI is 7. So that clearly is 7. What else do we have? Okay, this symbol without a line is 10. So with a line, I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to see if we can recognize a pattern. Not sure what all it's supposed to be, but definitely this digit I believe is 7. So we'll have to see if any of the others will make sense. Some of them look like upside down stuff. Like this one sort of looks like 9 with a slightly different configuration. Oh wait, this one is like 4 but upside down. Wonder what that means. So, not entirely sure. Install a coded access system into all the domes. So, maybe that's related to those little dials. So, like each of the, well, I don't know about each of the islands, but we found at least 2 spinning dials, right? We found one on the village island, and then we found one on Map Island, right? And then it's got like it's sort of like a centrifuge. So, maybe that's somehow related. Maybe this code is somehow related to that. So, I bet this is Prison Island because it's so small. Let's see what else we got. I have begun construction on a series of link sites for each island that will connect Riven with my new office on this, whatever this is. I will continue to investigate. Oh wait, this looks familiar. We saw these eyeballs, right? Maybe this is important too, because this was on his little machine, right? Let's jot this down and see, maybe we can do something with this order, right? We'll see. Possibly. Deeper connection to the 5. I feel like 6 color system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. While most of my construction have been based on dunny designs, I see now that the ones that I have imbued with the power of 5 are clearly the most beautiful, the most perfect, and I believe the most structurally sound. I am still attempting to determine how the dunny color symbology reflects the superior design principle. Although superficially it is based on a 6 color system, I am convinced that there has to be a deeper connection to the 5. I will continue to investigate. Also, is that period like intentional? I don't know if that's just a random dot or somehow related to the symbols. Is there anything else in here that we could look at? I'm specifically looking, just kind of skimming for keys because there was an awful lot of text, right? So, maybe now, is that gonna be sufficient? All right, so this machine is where we saw the eyeballs, right? If I'm not mistaken, they were associated with colors, which is what he was talking about, right? So let's take a peek. So the first one we have this. I don't know what the difference between this one and this one. Maybe, I bet it's orientation. So this was the first one. Which is what? Red? Hello. I think this one is red. So then let's check out the straight line one. Which is this one. I believe. Okay, so that should be this one, which is orange. And now, let's see, this one is going to be the vertical, so we want this eye, right? Because this is the horizontal eye. Okay, that one's yellow. Is this just Roy G. Biv? Then we have this one. I bet this one's green. It is. And then so the vertical one is going to be blue. And that's my guess. Okay. And then the last one is going to be purple or indigo or whatever. Should be that one. Let's see. It's broken. But it should, if it follows pattern, be purple. Now, I don't know if this is going to be important, but it is a thing to think about. Yeah, so this one is broken. I wonder if there's something we can do about that. I don't know. But, now, let's see. What can we do with this one? Is there anything we need to do further with this one? Now, we did see the outside of things, right? Can we view the inside? But we can't change this, right? I think this is just a view of Catherine in the prison island, right? Wherever that's located. So let's see. What's she doing? Is she being chased by someone? She was like backing up there. Is Gehn after her? Is she worried about that maybe? Maybe she thinks her time is growing short, possibly. Alright, so let's go ahead and see if maybe those spinning orbs might possibly, like the domes that spin, might possibly help us. So I know we have one on the village island. So let's see if we can figure that bit out. All right, so uh-huh. Okay. I'm looking at these numbers. So we know what 1 is. We know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The difference between 1 and 5 is just one line shift. So 7 has, yeah, 7 looks just like 2, but with a horizontal line. 8 looks just like 3, but with a horizontal line. 9 looks like 4 with a horizontal line. But yet 10, oh, wait a second. Okay, wait. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 changes to a horizontal line. Then we have 5, 6, presumably 6. We don't know what 6 is. We're guessing. 7, 8, 9, and then 10 is taking the symbol for 2. You remember it was like a D, but coming from the bottom. So what if we can extrapolate that a bit for 11, 12, 13, and 14, right? Maybe it's like a system of 5? What would it be, I wonder? Let's see. So would it be... I wonder if it would be with a horizontal or a vertical line. I'm looking at what we're supposed to interpret, right? I bet you it's a vertical line. I bet 12 is our second number here because it's got the D on the bottom with a horizontal line. And then 13 would be 10 and 3, which is the K symbol, like the little bracket. And then I'm betting this is what they look like. I'm not 100% sure, but I have a bit of a theory about how it's working. So, let's see. 6. So then if that's true, 6 would be, yes, 6 would be 5 plus 1, which would be the cross in the middle, right? Okay. So, if that's true, then we know what 11 through 14 would be. 15 would be our next symbol, which would be, we would take the K, right? And let's see, which direction have we been rotating it? We took our straight line and rotated it. Then we took our D and rotated it to the bottom. So that's like a 90 degree turn, right? So then the next set of symbols should have like a V symbol at the bottom, right? So 16, 17, 18, and 19, I would imagine. It would seem like. So then we would want to take, so I would think 16 kind of looks like an M, sort of. So then 17, we would take maybe the 2 symbol on top of it. I don't know. I'm kind of theorizing here. We're kind of guessing. But then the I don't know. I'm I'm looking at what we've got here. I think that might be right. So we could probably figure out this number system. We would just have to like play around with it a little bit. Okay, so the dome is over there, but what is this? Is there something we can do with this? Okay, so that makes it go again. But, and I see it's got symbols on the outside. So maybe it's important, but let's look. Okay, so let's look at this. The eye is opening. Oh, but it's yellow sometimes, right? Maybe when it's yellow, that's when you hit stop. I don't know. We got to get it to stop on yellow, right? I wanted it to stop on yellow. Right there? Right there. How do we... Oh, maybe we click here. Like, what if we click here when it's yellow? Or do we click somewhere else? Maybe we don't click anywhere. I don't know. Maybe it won't let us misclick if it's not yellow. Let's see. It should be coming up. It's going to be right there. It'll be right here. Yeah, so I'm not sure. Maybe we have to go look at the thing over here. Because we had it stopped. It's got a yellow one that shows up. That's what it's looking at. It's looking at that yellow symbol, right? Yeah, okay. So what is special about that yellow symbol? Maybe it's one of the colors, right? So let's see. Can we do anything about it? It should be coming up. See, I'm not sure this does anything. We had it stopped. How did we get it stopped? Oh. We just luckily hit it on the yellow one because I was just blindly... I see. Okay. Now I understand. This is to find the symbol. Although we couldn't really see which one it was because I was just kind of blindly clicking, so I don't know. Now, so now, did that tell us which one it would be? I'm not sure. So I'm not entirely sure. But we have this code. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 of them. So they go, let's see. 5, I assume 5, 10, 15, 20. So okay, so it's going to be 0 to 25, right? That's what we know it's going to be. So let's see if we can figure out this code. Let's see if we're on track. So we know that 11 would be 10 plus 1, right? So if we go according to that, 0 has to be just like the number 2, right? Because 1 was the number 2 with a line down the middle. If we follow that pattern, 0 plus 1, right? Maybe? Or you have 0, 1. Oh, I see. Okay. Yes, so the number 2, which is on all of the numbers, is 0. So then we know 1, 2, 3, and 4. Once we get to 5, it's the number 0, but the 1 symbol rotates. So then we just repeat it, right? Because 7 or 6, then would be the number 1, which we were pretty sure about, right? Just a box, a four box with the lines on the top and bottom, like, you know, a box with the 4 lines. So that's going to be 6. We already know 7, 8, and 9. I think we're seeing the pattern. So we know the first number is going to be 7 for sure. All right, so 5, 6, 7. It's got to be 7. The second one, now they rotate every 5. So it's going to rotate at 5, 10, but it's going to be the next symbol that rotates, right? So 5 took the 1 symbol, 10 takes the 2 symbol. I assume 15 will take the 3 symbol. And 20 will take the 4 symbol. And 25 would take, which is the last number on here, would take the 5 symbol. Which probably doesn't exist, to be honest. Okay, so in that case, if we're looking at a number that has the 2 symbol and a horizontal line, we think that's 12, right? Because it rotates to the 90 degrees. So the second digit in Gehn's notebook had the 2 horizontal lines, the 2 vertical lines, and then a D on the bottom with a line on the middle. So I think that is 10 plus 1. Oh, it wouldn't be 12. It'd be 11 then, right? So that should be 11, I would think. Okay. So if that's true, then... Oh, wait. This one goes here. So this would be 7. So now our third symbol. We are taking the 4 and rotating it. So it starts out upside down. And then in Gehn's notebook, it's like this. So that's rotating it once. 4 would be 20. So it's going to be something 20. Is that so? I'm trying to think. Is it? Would it just be 20? Because there's nothing else. There's no horizontal lines, which would be the 0 space and then the digit rotated. I think it's just 20. So we got a symbol here. Now I don't know if I think we'll have something after it because there's one. I think we'll have 2 symbols after it. So let's see. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20. Our fourth symbol is 20 something. It's going to be what? 21. 21. It's got to be 21 because it was the previous symbol with a vertical line. That's got to be 21, right? And then the next one is 20 also. It's got that same L shape, and then it has a rotated D. Or no, that's just a normal 2. That's just 2. So it's going to be 22. So if we interpreted this correctly, we have 7, 11, 20, 21, 22. Is that correct? Oh. Hey, Tashtari, welcome in. What is this? Nice to see the gears click, I know. I don't know if I trust your book, sir. I don't know about all this. Do we really want to click this? I feel like... Oh, it doesn't even work. Wait a second. What if we have to get all of them unlocked? Well, I think we have to let it go. But We know of another one of these, right? So, maybe let's go to Map Island and see if it's the same code. I don't know if it is, but there was only one key written in his book. So maybe. Okay. Now we're on Map Island. And I wonder if the maps might show us where the domes are. Maybe. So this one is Map Island. Okay, so let's see. Map Island is this one, I think. This one is the Village Island. Okay, so it's the one that's currently selected. So let's go look at the map up here. And let's see. Do we see anything? Would it be... It would be at a high elevation, right? Because it was up top. Oops. It was up top. But maybe it was like a different one of these. Let's see. Let's keep looking. I don't know exactly what I'm looking for, but I'm curious. Because I figure this has to be here for a reason, right? This one doesn't have very much stuff. Yeah, I don't see anything there. This doesn't seem very high. There's a flat area there. What is this? Okay. We did this, right? Do we see anything that's like a dome? I don't know. I'm kind of hypothesizing right now, to be honest. I really don't know if this is helpful, but it shows a topographical map of the island, so I thought maybe we could use it to find out where the domes are, if that's so. Of course, I guess we could just look at Map Island because we know where it's located and it's a much smaller design. Let's try that. Let's see. So Map Island is the L, right? And so we'll see. Wait for it to deactivate and reactivate then. As soon as it reactivates, we'll go back in and see, because the dome on this island is right around this area, opposite of the very futuristic landmass. Like, it's the opposite side of that. So in theory, it should be located maybe here or here. So let's see. Do we see anything? What does this show? I'm looking to see. There's that. Could it be that? Maybe? I mean, it sort of looks like a mountain, but then, like, from that side, it's kind of like a dome. Oh, wait. There we go. Okay. So, if this is true, let me reorient the map back as an L so that I'm oriented correctly. So, the map... Okay, so this segment, this should be... that, right. Okay, so this is the far end of the island. This is the maps that we've been viewing, right? The little islands that are activated by the bacteria. this would be what? This room in theory? And so there's a dome. Am I correct? Because we know the dome is here. It's right over here. I think that might be so. Okay, yeah, okay. So if you look at it as an L, with that being the tip, which is what we saw, right? So this is the tip. So if you look at this in relation to that, L is here, and then we had the maps, and then we had this piece, and sure enough, over to the right is the dome. And it's not spinning right now, so we can try our code again. So let's see. Is it 22, 21, 20, 11, 7? Okay, my guy, you're supposed to use a different password on everything. You're not supposed to use the same password for everything. But it makes my life easier, so I'm not going to complain. Okay, so what does this linking book do then? We got to see if any of them are actually functional. So this one is also not active. Okay. I wonder if the domes have to be spinning in order for them to be active, but you can't access this when they're active, so I don't know. Well, we do have some theories we can work with though, but now let's see which island is next. So, what island is this one? I think, is this one the one we started on? I think this one might be the one we started on. Because it was pretty easy. This one, oh wait, maybe this one is like the workshop island? One of these is the workshop island, I think. Because I think this one's prison. So let's look at this one and see if we can figure that out. Maybe we can find the dome on it, right? So we'll give it a shot and see. Wait for it to reactivate. I'm glad that we finally figured out the point of this island, because having it here and not knowing what it was for was a little bit stressful. It looks like the bubble is right there on the... Okay, so I kind of can see the bubble from here. It looks like it's right here. Let's go check the map and see if we're correct. Okay. There's that. Is that what we need? Okay. Or there's that. Let's spin it. I don't see anything on any of these. That looks like just a straight path. Then... which one do we think it is? Let's just click all of them. Is it just this one? Maybe? Well, if we followed what was there to start with, that's the one. I kind of wonder if that's where it is, but how would we access that? Okay, so let's check this one. Whatever that one is, whatever island that one is, which I kind of think might be the Machine Island, I think it's located in the northwest corner. I'm not 100% sure. That could be very well the one we started on. We'll have to see. Can we see the bubble here? It kind of looks like the bubble might be on the little piece, right? Maybe? Like right here, maybe? Let's see. So that's the orientation that we have it at, right? Yeah, okay. So this is the orientation that it's at. What are we seeing here? Okay, I think this is definitely the dome. Okay. Now that we know sort of what we're looking at, let's see. So now we just have it reversed. I don't necessarily see anything there. This is part of the big dome, right? Is it just inside the big dome, maybe? Maybe. This is the other half of it. Unless it's like there. Could it be there? There is a little tiny thing right there. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's right here. Okay. So let's orient it correctly. Okay, so Dome Island then, because I feel like that must be what this is. It's located here. Okay. Does Prison Island have one? Are we going to have to figure out how to get there? Because we've never been there. I mean, if we got there, though, why would we not just rescue Catherine? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So, let's see what we can do for Prison Island. Because I'm almost certain that's what that is. That's where Catherine's located. It really kind of doesn't make any sense otherwise, so... Yeah, there's just... The whole thing is a dome, right? It's just one square and it's all going to be a dome. She's literally in a bubble. Let's see. Oh, wait. Okay, so there is a bubble there, but it should be fairly obvious, I would think. Okay, it's not on the mountain then. If we ever get there. I don't know if we'll figure that out today or not. But that's some good intel. So which one do we want to try to go to next, I guess, is the question. Wait, what's over here? Wait, what is... Oh, these are the front doors. Okay. I was so confused. Oh, wait. We know where... There was a spinning thing down here, right? Wasn't there? Wait a second. I don't... No. Close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. I seem to recall if we went down... Yeah. Where's the viewfinder? The one we can turn it off with. Is it here? No. Can we hit a yellow button somewhere? We gotta find a viewfinder. Maybe the viewfinder is not here. Maybe? It's feeding from up here. Maybe? Maybe it's up top. Let's see. Wait. Let's see. Is it somehow related to this? No. I'm not sure where that viewfinder is. Is it up here somewhere, perhaps? Okay, so this is definitely the one we saw, and it was in, like, unless it's talking about inside the mountain, but then where would the viewfinder be? How do we turn off? Is there a viewfinder somewhere here? Maybe we have to... Maybe we have to turn power off to this side. Maybe? Because that's how this island worked, right? We had that water power to everything, and I think right now it's heading to the 4th area, right? So what if... Yeah, okay, what if we turn the power off of it? I don't know. Let's see. We can always try something else. But maybe. Close the door. Very quiet in here. And it's still spinning. Can we... What if we close... Oh. Okay. So maybe this will lead us to the viewfinder. Aha! Okay, okay. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. We did it. First try. Did we do it? We did it first try. Okay, so this one was a straight eye. Okay, doors of deception, exactly. That's this whole island in a nutshell. Oh wait, was there anything else there before? Okay. This is very different. What about... Oh, here it is. Okay. So let's put in our code. 22, 21, 20, 11, 7. Hey, Toad, welcome in. Finally joining the party. We're unlocking all kinds of secrets. Okay. I wonder if there's something we're supposed to do with these books. Or if we're just supposed to stop the dome from spinning. I don't know. Like, we can't do anything with them here, right? If we open it and then we back away, it automatically closes it. But maybe we're making progress. We'll have to see. Okay, so that's 3 of the ones that we know about. I don't know how to get to Prison Island, so that might not be one we can do. But we've gotten 3 of the 4 that we should be able to get to. Now we gotta go find the one on Dome Island. Are you watching me? So, let's see. Can we get, like, a bearing of where we're at? Let me see. So, I think this is the little one-off. Which means it should be... It's not this, is it? Surely not. I think this is the mine they were talking about. That they sealed it so it couldn't go any lower, right? What else do we have here? This is locked. This is the dagger that we had a picture drawn of, right? We got a nice little view of the cliffs over here. Okay, so let's try going through here. And let me see. This is going to be the dome. Is it? It's right there. Okay. So we just got to figure out how to get there. We got to get downstairs, I think. Down over this way, maybe? Let's see. Can we get to it from... It's right there. I think we're down a little too low, though. Okay, so we found it. We just got to figure out how to get to it. It's got to be down there somewhere. We've got to find a way up after we get down, right? It's the only thing that makes sense. Okay, this thing is so twisty-turvy. If we could just look freely, we could probably figure out the answer instantly. So let's look carefully, because sometimes these things are hidden, right? It just goes backwards. And nothing we can access there. We'll just look carefully. It just goes backwards, right? Anything here? What about here? There's a button. Hello? Where? Oh, okay, okay. We got it. Okay, here we go. So it's gonna be the open eye. I gotta get the open eye. Did we get it? I think we may. Did we? I think we're a split second too late. So it's this one. It's still going. There we go. Finally got it. Okay. Now, we head in. Okay, now we enter our code. 22, 21, 20, 11, and 7. Yes? Okay. So does this book work? Will this one work? No. But we have stopped all of the domes. Is that going to somehow help us in the temple room, right? Maybe. We gotta go back and see. If it doesn't, we're gonna have to think about what to do next, right? What happens if we go in here now? Will this actually accomplish anything? I mean, what am I viewing here? This looks like a shuttle. And there was something over here. This was the temple door. Okay, well, let's see what this does. I'm really not sure what we're supposed to experience with this. Maybe nothing. So it's not going to link us then, right? What if we do this and hit the button? No. Okay, so that... Do we have to have the temple door closed, maybe? I'm not sure. If we close the temple door, what exactly does that get us? Does that earn us anything? Can we bring down the spider web again, right? And then what? I mean, it's making a crazy sound, but nothing seems to be... Nothing seems to be doing anything, right? So maybe we have to... Maybe we have to get to Prison Island somehow? But we can't, right? Because it's not here, is it? I think... Okay, so we have stopped all of the domes. Let's go back to Gehn's workshop, actually, and let's see... Now that we'll go back to the area about the code, and we'll see if it says anything else. Like, maybe... It's been a while since we read it, so it's likely we missed something on it. Now that we have discovered at least 4 of them, I mean, I don't know what we're supposed to do about the prison island. But let's go back to the code and see what it says. Where was that? Due to the rebels' continued disturbance, I've decided to install a new coded access system into all the domes. Let me go back a little. I have begun construction on a series of link sites for each island that will connect Riven with my new office on that place. The Sunny Guild has finally completed the site location for each island. According to my exact specifications, an installment of the domes is underway at last. Work on the central power source got off to a bit of a bad start, I'm afraid, but the pace has picked up considerably since then, and I anticipate no further delays. I'm looking forward to finally having a civilized mode of transportation. And then he talks about the code. I caught one of my assistants looking over this journal today. I'm glad I've chosen to write it in a language they cannot decipher. Note, discuss security with each guild master. No problems expected from the maintenance educators and surveyors. Question the bookmakers and builders more closely. Today I heard several more reports of spirit sightings by some of the villagers. It seems that under Catherine's leadership, the rebels on the black moiety, as the villagers obstinately insist on referring to them, have attained a new level of sophistication in their tactics and have renewed their campaign to intimidate the villagers into joining them, playing upon their shared superstitions. The villagers are certainly susceptible to this form of coercion, especially given the rebels' increasing acts of vandalism and theft. Does it say anything about the power sources? The system traps... Oh no, the Y-tram traps have been steadily fruitful this year. Apparently, the breakup of the islands has not adversely affected the subterranean ecosystems. Unfortunately, I imagine the rebels are experiencing a similarly generous harvest. No shortage of poison for their darts this season. Such morbid issues aside, the sudden availability has allowed me to refine a particularly pleasant extract for my pipe, one that is smoother than any others from recent years. Talks about the villagers' knives. Latest measurements indicate that the recent trend has continued. Let's see, what else do we have? Let's see. Abandon my experiments into the behavior of the water of this age. Where is the stuff about power? Surely you've got to talk about the power. Kill the bacteria. This was talking about the bacteria, right? Last night, a squad of maintainers stumbled upon a lone rebel scout. An incredible device. It is a crystal that somehow powers these flawed linking books, much as my own system does, but with an obvious advantage. It is small and weighs only a few pounds, making it completely portable. Regardless, I can now concentrate solely on the waiting of ages and need no longer worry about building elaborate power supplies for each new book I write. This is a sobering reminder, however, that I must continue to seek an avenue to Dunny. I wonder, could it be in that drawer we can open? Is it possible? I'm just curious. Like, it wouldn't be one of these, is it? None of these look like that, right? Okay, so not a power source like that then. Okay, so maybe he talked about his power source before Catherine's contribution, involuntary though it were. Let's see. So let's skip back a few pages. I finally made a breakthrough. I've succeeded in modifying the fire marbles to generate enough power to hold a descriptive linking book in a stable matrix. I have linked to a new world. It is a harsh and desolate age, but it is nonetheless well suited for my purposes, and so I have designated it my something. By studying it closely, I believe it will eventually be able to create more appropriate age for us to resettle. And for now, I will build an office and set up my living quarters there in order that I may conduct experiments in safety without distraction. So is it somehow in here? I must admit that I am proud of my work. To think that in such primitive conditions I have accomplished in 29 years what it took the original Dunny centuries to achieve. Note, repair outerwear to work on this world. The goggles may need to be redesigned altogether. Okay, so then we already read about that. While most of my constructions have been based on Dunny designs, I see now that the ones I have imbued with the power of 5 are clearly the most beautiful, the most perfect, and I believe the most structurally sound. I am still attempting to determine how the Dunny color symbology reflects the superior design principle. Although superficially it's based on a 6 color system, I am convinced that it has to be a deeper connection to 5. I will continue to investigate. Modifying the fire marbles? What exactly does that even mean? Is there something we need to find maybe? Because I haven't seen anything that we could pick up, right? Is there something before that maybe? It's possible if I was somehow able to supply the books with a power source of sufficient magnitude, I could suppress the variance enough to facilitate a solid link. It's doubtful that a geothermal cap generators could provide such an enormous surge. Perhaps I could adapt the fire marbles. Okay, so it keeps talking about these fire marbles, right? But then he draws the picture. Is it somehow... It's gotta be... Okay, I feel like... He said he was building it on the center. I mean, this is his workshop. But... Is it... in the dome? So, we have this. How can I get to this, though? Is that, like, what we're looking at here? Because we haven't figured this out yet. And we have this map, which is somehow related. So I'm curious. Well, I think we're going to take a pause here and think about this. How do we power the linking books? We have found four ones that he apparently had in these stasis areas, and then the one extra that he burned. I don't know if that one will power up, but maybe we have to do something with this. We'll think about it, and we will come back in the next episode, possibly for a dramatic conclusion, but we will have to see. So if you like this kind of content, please make sure to like, subscribe, follow, share, all that good stuff. If you want to watch live, we're on Twitch at twitch.tv/Liara27. I have my schedule posted in the about and in the description. And if you want to see which games we're playing each day, I post them on x.com/Liara27. And I hope you'll join me in the next one. Until then, guys, bye.